The views, opinions, or statements which are expressed on the following program are not necessarily those of Best 100 FM.
Welcome to the Youth Resilience and Empowerment Program, aired every Monday night from 7:30 to 8, hosted by Royton Mclaren. This program is geared at cultivating positive homes, schools, and the society, helping our youths, parents, and guardians bounce back from challenges and be empowered, eliminating crime and violence so that Jamaica will be a place of choice to live, work, raise our families, and conduct business. Here's your host, Royton Mclaren. Welcome to the Youth Resilience and Empowerment Program, aired every Monday night from 7:30 to 8, hosted by Royton Mclaren. This program is geared at cultivating positive homes, schools, and the society, helping our youths, parents, and guardians bounce back from challenges and be empowered, eliminating crime and violence so that Jamaica will be a place of choice to live, work, raise our families, and conduct business. Here's your host, Royton Mclaren. Welcome to the Youth
Okay. All right. Good night. Sorry, I was here just waiting. Let me say welcome to this another night program, Youth Resilience and Empowerment on Best 100 FM. I am your host, Royton Mclaren. Tonight we'll be looking into a topic, positive parenting. And before I say that, if you are tuning now, feel free to go on YouTube, Best FM Youth Resilience, and you will free to see all what is happening here. Or Royton Mclaren, R-O-Y-T-O-N M-C-L-A-R-E-N, right? So you feel free to type in YouTube and you'll see exactly what is happening here. Tomorrow we will be looking at positive parenting, and my host tonight is no stranger here. She was on this program, and lady, she born in Jamaica, left Jamaica from early years. She is a Christian, and this woman loved garden just like how Jesus loved the Garden of Eden. When I say love God, this woman loved garden to the bottom of her heart. I can say that for her, right? She is also a radio personality. She hosts a program there in the United States, West Palm, Florida. That is, the radio station is Super Jam. I was just looking for the name, right? Super Jam. And that is every Wednesday, our time at 10 o'clock. 103.7 FM, West Palm Beach, Florida. And we are talking to none other tonight than Miss Sylvia Palomino. Miss Palomino, good night. How are you doing?
The name right. Good night, my good friend. Good night, my good friend.
Yes.
And
nice to have you. Yes.
Yes. And I send greetings to each and every one in Jamaica.
Okay.
And all that tune in. I hope everybody tune in and, share and call their friends, because tonight is going to be be a difference. It's going to be an experience, not just a regular program. It's going to be an experience in parenting and touching a lot of excellent area that we all can benefit from.
All right. When one hear the word parenting, it not to me or to you just being someone say daddy, someone say mommy. You know your name is on a child. So we are talking about positive, effective parenting. So when one talk about when one talk about effective parenting, could you tell us how would you see effective parenting?
Wow. Let me just say this. I want to say a happy independence to Jamaica, and I hope there will be effective and positive change in the homes, in the workplace, and on the streets for all the residents in Jamaica. Because all of this tie into following leaders, parents are leaders, into effective parenting. Did I do that right? Yes, because all of us look up to our government. And this is not to say anything about the government, but we look up to the government as we look up to our parents. And as our parents, none of our parents is responsible for raising our children in the way that they should go. And you have great parenting that you may raise your child right, and they turn out to be a little bit different. And but what I want to say to parents, there is a guideline that we all must learn to love your children. Love your children so much that you don't say, if your father leave you and didn't take care of you, you're just like your daddy. And for fathers, if the mother leaves a child, don't tell the child they're just like their mother, ain't no good. No. Because words are like a rudder on a ship. Your tongue can steer into a brick wall or steer into great success. So I would encourage parents tonight to share this program, because Mr. Mclaren, and support this program. Mr. Mclaren is doing an excellent job. And one of the reasons I could say that is because I live in America. God bless America. And I am affiliated with Mr. Mclaren, and I love children. And you know them say the village help to raise a child?
Right.
Well, I am part of the village to help to raise a child, and Mr. Mclaren is doing a great job helping me in Jamaica.
Wonderful.
Go ahead, Mr. Mclaren. You want this? Yes.
Yes, wonderful. Yes, I really appreciate that. You see, as I listen to you, one of the foremost thing I would like to hear, you were born in Jamaica, right?
Yes, I was.
Right. Believe Jamaica for many years. In
Yes.
your time of growing up, right?
Yes.
What were the type of discipline that you got to grow you in the sense where you can now be a positive person to talk to the nation?
Well, one thing, there's several things that I learned about my mother who I love dearly. When I say I love my mother and children, I would encourage you to love your parents. I love my father very much. I love them. And my mother was to say a single parent because my father went to London when I was in the womb, and I met him when I was 8, but he loved me. He took me everywhere he went. But my mother, she had some rules. She would say, if you get involved with drugs and you go to jail, she would come and get you once. If you fight somebody and go to jail, she'll come and get you once. If you steal, don't call her, she will call you. My mother always encouraged us to go to church. She made us go to church, even though she wasn't going to church at the time. But she made sure that we went to Sunday school and hear the word of God. She sent us to school. She makes sure that we knew how to read and write. She made sure that we knew how to cook. She made sure that we had manners, take care of the elderly. She makes sure that we learn to wash our clothes. My mom teach us how to save. She go as far as we used to have Mr. McLaren. She have a pan with our names on it, okay. And when we would get money, we would put it in there. And then after a while, we would take it to the post office, and we would get a book, okay. And we would buy stamps.
Okay.
So she was teaching us economics, how to save, how to be independent of anyone. She teaches us how to work. So I knew how to work at an early age. As a matter of fact, I used to work for my church, and maybe you know that church, Mr. McLaren. That church was at I think it's East Avenue. It was in Greenwich Town. It was North Avenue, East Avenue, and North Avenue, I believe, because when I was out there in May, I had a glimpse of it at the time. But I am saying to say this, we get whipping too, and I get the most whipping.
Because?
Because I love the sea.
Okay.
I love the sea.
Okay.
I love water. And so each time when I come home, I will prepare for a whipping. But the thing is, when I go, I would bring my mother a gift. And she would laugh because I was trying to buy her out, but I would still get the whipping. So I believe my mom is one of the greatest mother in the world, and she gave us to speak the truth. She said lies are not good. Speak the truth, even though you get in trouble sometimes. You think it's only a lie. When you speak a lie, you get in trouble. When you speak the truth, you get in trouble. But it's good to speak the truth, because in the end, you win.
All right. I'm coming up to a break, but there's something that I really want to look into, because there's some very encouraging thing that you have said. Growing up, your mother taught you how to read and write. Your mother taught you how to wash. Your mother taught you how to cook. Go to work, go to church is a must. and
Yes.
you were taught working at Hurley. All right, we are going to expand on this, but we are going to take a short break now, and then we'll be right back. Just stay for a few minutes, a few seconds.
Welcome to the Youth Resilience and Empowerment Program, aired every Monday night from 7:30 to 8, hosted by Royton Mclaren. This program is geared at cultivating positive homes, schools, and the society, helping our youths, parents, and guardians bounce back from challenges and be empowered, eliminating crime and violence so that Jamaica will be a place of choice to live, work, raise our families, and conduct business. Here's your host, Royton Mclaren.
All right, welcome back to Youth Resilience and Empowerment here on West and Best FM. It's me at West Palm Beach, Best 100 FM. And tonight my host is from the United States, West Palm Beach. That is Miss Sylvia Palomino. Before I go back to her, I just want to remind you that if you are listening, feel free to go on YouTube now. We can
And share.
and log in and share to Best 100 FM Youth Resilience or Royton Mclaren, and feel free. You will, as long as you do that, you will see exactly what is happening, right? So Best 100 FM Youth Resilience or Royton Mclaren, and you can view us here. As I said, with me tonight is Sylvia Palomino out of Palm Beach, Florida, and she also do a program on the radio there, Super Jam, every Wednesday our time at 10 o'clock. And we last talk about the reading, but for the thing that I want to say that we can expand a little bit on that, I wrote down a few things here that I would like we can share as well, because when I look into what is positive parenting, and I looked into a few things, and I think a lot of parents have this thing about them where they fear to listen to their children. They are not a parent. Parents are not good listeners, and that is not effective parenting. Effective parent is very good listener. Effective parenting is one who communicates well. Effective parenting, as you said earlier on, is one who grow the children in church or with God. Positive parenting. So your mother was very positive, right? And another thing that I would like to say is we must teach our children to accept responsibility.
Yes. Yes.
Right? So these are things that we want children to know and parent to do. When you're talking about effective parenting, you're talking about we don't want to hear anything from it. The child is going to, what the child needs to know is going to find somewhere else to know, because you fail to listen, right?
Yes.
And when you listen, it's not easy to tell the child, say, you know, I hear nothing from you, a lie, you are telling, so there is no good communication between you and the child. The child is going to communicate somewhere else. We're talking about positive parenting, right? And so good with your mother. Your mother wasn't the person that was going to church, but the fact that she sent it to church. As the same when we were growing, right? Sunday school was a must, not a maybe. It was a must. Sunday school coming like going to a job. So so when Sunday come, you have to go to Sunday school. It's not a maybe. That's a job, right? So then now, our children don't know responsibility. They are not responsible for anything at all. Not even to some of them, not even to wash their very clothes. So, they don't know to accept wrong from right. So these are some of the things when we talk about positive parenting. I'm so happy to hear when you talk about your mother teaches you are taught you the way to read and write, to wash, to
Yes.
cook, go to church, work. And I think those are excellent move towards positive parenting.
And Mr. McLaren, if I may say this, don't forget what you're saying. And parents have to be careful who your children keep company with.
Yes.
When we go to sleep at night, my mother would search our pockets, our drawers, search everything about us. Even when we were sleeping, she would go through our panties. And I would ask her, why you do that? To see if anybody mess with you. And parents have to also be careful who you leave your children with. You have to be careful who you leave your children with. Don't trust too many people with your children.
Well, I think that's one of the problems we're having now. We leave any and anybody. You see, when we were growing up, we need to understand that these people now have a different mindset. When we were growing up, we know that mother and father could call next door and say, Mass Tom, like we say, Mr. No, Mass Tom, give a hi for me. And I can tell you that Mass Tom or Miss Mary is going to give an eye. And they are going to tell exactly how you behave. So those are days when you have the village, the community, that that the time you must say good morning, good evening, or this mother and father going to say this boy passed, didn't say good morning or good evening. But we are living in a time now that, let me say this, probably as a man, thank God I'm not that type. But sometimes, even sometimes, you the father, the mother would even have that fear to leave some. The way I see some father is behaving now, you wonder, right? So the trust is not there with not even the father with the daughter anymore, the uncle, the cousin. So you see, we are living in a time now, as I said earlier, who can you trust? Their time part, it's very hard. They can't even trust the pastors them anymore.
And you must talk to your children that anybody touch you in any indecent place, we must talk. You must give the children, make them comfortable that they can talk to you and tell you things. Because you may send them to an auntie or an uncle, and the auntie husband may be a pedophile, and you don't know.
I'm sorry to say, when I say pastor, I don't mean all pastors, So let me not say pastors.
No, not
Rather, I know some people understand, because we know that we have some real gentlemen and real men and real pastors. Don't think I don't know. I'm a minister. Right? So I know what I'm saying, right? But there are some that cannot be trusted. That is just a reality. They cannot be trusted, right? So
children are very precious. Right. They are precious jewel, because my mother, she passed away in 2018, and when you raise the children right, they will take care of you in your old age.
Yeah.
Because my mother wished she had more children like us. I have my mom had 4 girls and 2 boys. And I love my mom. And I thank her for blessing me before she died. It made me very prosperous. Okay. And God gave me long life because of that. He said, I will bless you because you take care of your parents. So I would encourage children to take care of their parents also.
All right. So some other things, right? Yes, take care of the children. So some other thing that I want to leave with you, parent, coming back to you, miss. I want to leave, and I want parents to write on this. If you are going to ask, what is positive parenting? How do I know if I'm a positive parent? Am I doing the right thing? Or maybe I tried my best, but the child is still misbehaving, not listening to me. One thing that people need to know, you see, I find out with some persons, if the baby is 2, 3, 4 and doing something that is wrong, it is wrong, it is rude, it is wrong. You know what something? No, man, a baby, they will grow it out.
No.
You see the point? That's
Oh,
a big
no.
mistake. And when the child grow that bad habit, bad behavior, 5, 6, 7, 8 into school, you're going to try to give the child, you're going to abuse the child now, right? The time you're
Yes.
going to abuse the child because you want to kick on your back, say, but the time
No.
when you should have listened to the child and communicate with the child, this is wrong. You should not even not point a finger, even just a finger. Don't do it. It is wrong. The child would understand. The child would grow to understand that what I said and what I did was wrong. But you allow it there, and a baby man, it will grow it out, right? And then when the child
No.
grow that bad habit now, it puts you into trouble, right? Because
Yes.
you are going to use some weapon of destruction to deal with the child. So I think listening to the child, communicate with the child, grow the child in the fear of God is positive parenting.
Yeah.
Positive
Yeah.
parenting. So I want but that you are listening, take this down. This is the way or we can grow your child. Don't wait until the child reach 10, 11, 12. Everything that is, I wouldn't say everything, something that is really unruly. You put a blind.
And they are watching you.
Of course.
Children are watching you, so they will emulate you.
Yes, because some parents have some real bad behavior. And what are the things too that we love to do? Tell lies.
And the children start doing the same thing.
Yes.
Like say the rent man come for the rent, and you tell the child, go tell the rent man that I am not here.
Right. So the child, yes.
So that's a lie.
Exactly.
So the children start growing like that.
Grow to tell
So we
lies.
have to be careful.
See the point? So if you're talking about positive parenting, do the right thing. Right? Grow the
Do the
child.
right thing.
Do the right things.
And seek help.
Thank you very much. That's a very good point. A lot of us don't seek help. That's why the country has so many good pastors and good counselors about the place. That one thing I say the country is investing in now that is very good is justice of the peace. We have a lot of these persons now and seeing where they can find a justice of the peace to talk to, right? There are very good pastors out there you can talk to, minister of religion, right? So you have an option to, if you can't manage, what can you do? You still have some really policemen and women that are really caring and understand, very qualified. You find a police. Don't bother looking at the police. There are policemen, and I'm not asking, I'm telling you, there are policemen and women there that you can sit and talk and get vast amount of content just as you go to a pastor, right? So use up the resources if you want to be positive parenting. Don't sit and get yourself into trouble. And
so give out your number, Mr. McLaren, because you seem to do a very good job at counseling.
All right.
Yes.
Don't wait until you get yourself in trouble. You're going to get a piece of big stick and a cutlass and something to discipline the child. And the fact of the matter is, no, that has nothing to do, because the fact of the matter is, if you're going to hit the child with a piece of big stick, and personally, if I see it is wrong, all I can do is report you. You see the point?
Boy, child abuse.
That's child abuse.
That's
so you make anything to say, boy, I'm a man and I'm a woman, and now listen to me. I say to anybody, I get children. See the point? If you allow your children that you can listen to them, right? In not all times, you see, they do things right? But if you can let them know that, hey, not right, not fair. Let them grow to fear you. Let them know that you're not going to put up with wrong doing when they are wrong. You let them know you shouldn't have done it. You shouldn't have said that. See the point? So don't grow your children in the way that they should hit at people and you will defend them and make nobody. You see the point? So I think that we need to grow our children positive. We are talking about positive parenting, and let me say this. I say to people, and I said it sometime shortly, right? If we have in this country positive parenting, I guarantee we will have less crime and violence in this country.
But Mr. McLaren, you cannot leave the air. I didn't hear you give out your number yet.
Oh.
Because you are a source. You are the source. You know about positive parenting.
All right.
So why don't you give out your number so they can call you for help? I'm pretty sure there's somebody out there who needs some help, and you can direct them because you have a lot of resources.
All right, Mike. Yes,
you have a friend in America who will help you whenever
all right, I have just one minute. So feel free to get in touch with me at 832-2587. 832-2587.
What about those people in other countries?
Right, yeah, but they can still get me at the same number, right?
Yeah, so, but it's 876, ain't it?
Oh, yes. 876. 832.
Internationally.
Right, 2587. All right, my time is saying that I have only 32 seconds. So let me say this to you, Miss Palomino. I am so happy to have you tonight, right? And I want to say to people, this lady program, you can pick it up in Jamaica here, right? Every Wednesday, 103.7 Super Jam. All right.
Yeah, and I'll be in Jamaica soon.
All right. Thank you very much. The Lord bless you. All right. The Lord bless you. Same time, same place next week. Respect. Blessings.
Welcome to the Youth Resilience